Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about alcohol when you're quite young. If you think you've got a problem, I'm not going to give us an age, but like young as in 17, 18, or any age really, but particularly at the younger generation. I mean, I'm 37 now, and I wish I could have stopped years and years ago before it reached to that point where it was a problem. But like I say, I never dwell on the past now. Like I say, I wish I did, but I'm not going to completely. I'm just not going to completely think about it all the time. Like I wish I had done this. I wish I had done that. What's done's done. It's what I do now to the future, which is going to make the difference. But I know. Like I say, I'm not going to mention any names, but I know two young people. No, I think about 22, and them have become alcohol dependent. And there's so many things that what people could have done before they got to that stage. I mean, if when you've got a problem if you're having a couple of beers on a night time every night, or even once every few nights, and you think, "Oh, I was dying for a drink," or when it gets a bit more serious, if you need that drink to get to sleep at night time, just to get to sleep, that's when you know you've got a problem. Um, Especially when you start waiting in the morning as well, shaking. I know these two young people shake in the morning if I haven't got a drink. To tell you the truth, it's hard. It's really hard to watch because you're stuck in that. Like me personally, I'm not going to approach this person and say, "Oh, you're drinking too much. You should go and see a doctor." It's not my call to do that. Well, I'm doing this on a video. If people can watch this on a video, so I've tried to help this way. Like I say, I'm not going to personally go up to somebody and start giving a lecture. Being a past alcoholic myself, I think I'm just help. If somebody's watching these videos, just go and see a doctor. You've got so much. There's so much more to life than alcohol. Like I say, we're living in a culture now in the UK. Like alcohol's around everything. It's so hard to get away from it. Like I've already said in previous videos, parties, barbecues, watching the World Cup, picnic, camping, holidays, weddings. It's everywhere. It's like you go there, you're gonna have a drink. Everything involves in alcohol now. Like I say, I went to Canada for a couple of weeks this year, and their culture is a complete different setup. It's like the young ones. If it's the birthday, they'll have the friends round in the back garden, and they'll have some food. They'll all bring over a different type of food, and they'll all have snacks. They might go to the pictures. There's just loads of things them do completely different because they are brought up in that culture where alcohol is not around. I mean, it would be different if Canada was everyone was drinking all the time, and it's just what you get used to when you're growing up yourself. It's just like normal. It's normal behaviour, but UK is very bad for it. I mean, it's advertised all the time. Even to go to Asda, if I go to Asda for my mum nearly every day. In front of when I walk in the main entrance, it's not like, oh, you get a jar of coffee on offer for like £3. It's like get 3 crates for £20, like big loads of crates here. It's like the advertisement is it's ridiculous when you think about it. But that's just how they make the money. But let's say young ones, I just love to reach out to anybody who's suffering with alcohol, who's alcohol dependent, who thinks they're drinking too much and can't cope with it at this moment in time. Because, like I say, it slowly, not slowly, it creeps up very fast. Um, it's dangerous, really dangerous. There's just so much more to life. Like, I mean, my nephew, I'm not going to mention any names. He's 20 now. He's got a job, doesn't drink. He hasn't got a problem with alcohol. He just doesn't see the point of it. I mean, he goes to the gym 6 days a week, goes on holidays with his friends, goes shopping with his friends to the town. He works. There's just so much more. Like I say, when I was younger, when I become alcohol dependent, I can't remember what age it was, but it was young. I maybe started drinking quite excessive when I was like 20 maybe, and then become an alcoholic when I was like 22, around about that time. And I hid it, like I say, I hid it quite well. I didn't tell family or close relatives, or I didn't tell friends, because I didn't think it was a problem. I was thinking, I'll be to get away with it. I'm young, I'm fit, I'll shake it off. But it just creeps up. The next minute, you're drinking all day, every day. It's so fast. If I look back now and recognise how fast it was, within 3 weeks I was drinking every day. Every single day I was having a drink, needing that alcohol. Like the young ones, like I say, I'm not working at this moment, so I can't physically be there to help somebody physically. But that's what I'm hoping to do, is to become a support worker for people with alcohol problems, alcohol dependency, detox, recovery, everything under alcohol, safe ways to quit drinking through detox centres, having the support you will have after you become off alcohol, with housing, getting put on the sick like I've mentioned, so you have to worry for work for a couple of years, get yourself physically and mentally ready for the workforce. I'm nearly at that stage now, I must admit. Like I say, I don't want to. Like I say, I haven't got. Me personally, I haven't got like great qualifications and loads of certificates. But like I say, you don't need that. If you want, you become a plasterer or a tiler. You don't need qualifications. Or if you did want to become do a job, where you do need a qualification, you'd be to do a free college course on the dole or on the sick. If you failed it, don't class as a fail. Do it again. As long as you're trying and putting the effort in, you cannot think of it as a fail. You're physically putting the effort in. That's a good thing. So be proud of yourself for that. Not for failing. Everyone thinks about the feeling. Just don't even. I wouldn't even think about the feeling. Just failing makes you. Well, now for me, because when I used to fail, I used to be like, oh, I failed. I used to be down for a couple of days. But now if I fail, I'm like, I want to do it again. I'm going to pass this time. I'm more, I kind of think of the word I'm looking for, sorry. But I'm more focused, like I will get it. I don't care if it takes us 3 months or 2 years, I will get it. Like this provisional license, I need to pass my theory. And I've been revising it every day. Like I say, after my accident, my head accident, my memory is not the best, and I do forget things time to time. So my theory test for me to pass it, it's going to be a bit harder, a lot harder. That's not going to knock us back. That just makes me more. I'm going to do a lot more revision. That's all it is. And if you want something, and I really want this, I will make sure I try my best to pass, and that's all I can do. If I fail, I'll do it again, and I'll keep doing it until I pass. And I think that's the best way of looking at it. Try not to look at too many fails. Nothing's a failure if you're trying your best. Nothing should be a failure. But I'm going off the subject for the young ones. I just wish I had when I was younger. Like I said, I'm 37 now. It's a lot harder for me to find work now. It's a lot harder for me to do lots of things. But when you're younger, you've got your full life ahead. And I wish I had someone just to talk to, just to say, I think I've got a problem with alcohol. I don't think I mean, I had really good family, don't get us wrong, I had probably the best family you could ever wish for. But, like I say, at that time, there was just too much going on. And I kind of kept it in myself. It was my problem, I'll deal with it. Which I should have reached out. I could have reached out realistically, but I didn't. But if you're young, if your family are not that interested, I know it sounds a bit harsh, but like I say, I tell the truth, I tell it the way it is. If your family they're not really bothered about you drinking, having a couple of cans, or having a can in the morning, they don't say much. Like they should be saying like, you need to get help. Go and see a doctor. You've got so much more to life. You're worth more. Everyone's worth more than being an alcoholic. But let's see, if you're watching this video, I can tell you, you don't need close family to tell you that you don't need alcohol. I can tell you that. I tell you how to get help. Let's see, the first step for you, the first big step, which has took me a lot of years to do, is admitting that I was alcoholic. A lot of people don't admit that. They're quite see my memory, I'm forgetting things. Ashamed. They're quite ashamed of telling people that they're alcoholic, or they don't think they are. They try to hide it. I'm not an alcoholic. You are. If you're drinking every morning or you're needing cans every night, you are an alcoholic. As simple as that. You should get yourself the doctors, get yourself a liver test. Just take a few bloods out your arm. They'll ask you how many units of alcohol you're drinking, and like I say, the units they're always on the back. See, if a can of lager, you'll have the back units. And normally, like a can could be like 2.2 units per can. So if you have 4 cans, you times it by 4, so that'll be like 9 units. And if let's say if you're not very good at maths, just go on your phone, get on the calculator, or get a calculator. A bottle of cider, when I used to drink that, used to be 22.5 units for one bottle. And I was going through like 4 bottles. Plus, I was having like nearly 100 units a day. So you go down to the doctors, you tell them how many units you're having. Tell them the truth. Once you start lying, and I've done that in the past. I wish I didn't. Because that's when you get the proper treatment. If you're willing to tell the truth and say, yeah. If you're going to the doctors, like I say, I wish I had someone to talk to tell us, to advise us, to tell the truth. Just go to the doctors, tell the truth. Don't try to say you only have like 6 cans or you're having 8. Just tell me you're having 8 cans, what time you start drinking, what your mood swings are, what happens if you can't have a drink, what happens if, can you go a day without alcohol, will you get the shakes? Then will put you in the right direction. I did that with my doctor, and I told him, and that's when he linked us up to a support worker. Like I say, the young ones should do that. You're young, you've got so much more to give. Like I say, it's hard for me to tell you because I've done it, and I've like I say, I'm not making any excuse up. I didn't really talk to anyone about it. But alcohol should be more. It's not brought up enough, I don't think. I think it should be brought up. It's dangerous. I mean, it's very alcohol. Like I say, it's so dangerous. Alcohol can kill you. Loads of my friends, uncles, family, that died. Alcohol, cirrhosis of the liver, and they're still selling Asda. They're still selling supermarkets. It's like, why don't you just put drugs on the shelf? They mustn't be taken that serious if you can literally go to the shop and buy yourself 3 crates for 20 quid. Unlimited amounts. Them don't care, they're getting money. Same as cigarettes. Allowed to sell them in the shops. Them can kill you. So, me personally, I think there should be I think they should be doing something about it. I mean, I remember when I went to when I finished rehab. This is me telling the truth. Like I say, I tell the truth. I prefer it that way. When I come with rehab after the 12 weeks, I maybe relapse after 6 months, and they put me on the sick. They put me on the sick. They give us extra money, right, for 2 years because alcohol dependent. Me looking back at that, the sick will give me £250 a month for being an alcoholic, for helping me with my alcohol. Why don't they just keep that 250? See, you can have that 250 for 2 months. We're gonna see, put you in detox instead. I don't understand why they're wasting money giving people money for drink or drugs. Put them in a rehab centre. I don't understand it one bit. Like all these young people now who are young and they're quite immature, maybe it's 18, 19, and not on the sick because of alcohol problems. It's good at the time when you get extra money because you know you can have a drink and have a good time, but they're not looking further down the line when you're like 37, like my age, and it's troubles start hitting you like much more worse than you're younger. You can get away with it when you're young and you're quite fresh. Not when you're getting a bit older, it gets a lot harder. I mean, I wish they had have just. I've said this a lot of times through my getting extra money. I've even been on the phone saying to this people, you're giving us £250 a month. Is there any way that you could just put us through a detox and stop me money? Like safely, like obviously not just quit the drink completely, but they refused that. I don't understand this. There's too many young ones now getting pressured into it. It's a big pressure for the young ones now. So you see all the mates doing it, them don't do it, they don't fit in the crowd, they look like, oh, you're boring. When you're younger, you don't want to be classed like, you don't want to be looked at as like you're a boring person or I don't drink alcohol. But it's so dangerous. I'm just hoping this video goes out to anybody really, young ones especially, anyone who's got an alcohol problem, who's thinking about recovery. I just want to help people in getting detoxed and getting better and show them a different side of life. There's so much more to life. It's great. Once you pass them few hard milestones, your world's an oyster. There's a big, like I've said, there's a big world out there. You can achieve anything you want. Don't let anyone doubt you. I don't let anyone doubt me. If someone says, like I used to always say, like years ago, I might get a car. And people say, you'll get a car. So this time, I'm going to do my lessons. Obviously, family will know, close family. My friends that won't know. And I'll do it in my own time. And I will achieve it. And that's just the way I do things. But that's going to be all for today. I hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Stay well. Bye now.